What measures is the European Union taking to prevent more European companies from moving to Asia and other regions of cheap labor, taking away the jobs that people in Europe need right now to sustain their families?
What exactly does one mean by outsourcing? People have a lot of preconceived notions about outsourcing, especially in France and Southern Europe. When Lafarge, a French company specialised in building materials, sets up a plant to produce cement to build blocks of flats in India, we're not talking about outsourcing. It's a question of developing activities, of growth. It does not deprive France or Europe of anything. On the contrary, when Renault decides to cut costs and outsource part of its activities to Eastern Europe, indeed there's a risk of outsourcing which can lead to a drop in production, turnover, taxes, and also has an impact on jobs. So how to prevent a company facing fiercer globalised competition to outsource? What does Europe do? Well, Europe does very little because it's not allowed to act. The policies related to industry, higher education and research and development are all decided at national, not European level. The real question is which sectors will be successful in the future. It's not worth trying to keep low-cost sectors because we are not able to compete with our main competitors. Europe has huge assets, political stability, legal framework, standards and education. And we must take advantage of that. We must compete in the biotechnology sector, in the high technicity and high added value sector and give up the rest. Obviously it can be tough, especially when changes have not been anticipated and it's the government's responsibility to plan those changes. And a European dimension has to be taken into account because it will be easier that way. If you want to ask a question, go to the Euronews website.